Hey guys, it's Evie here and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe. In today's video, it's going to be the last episode of my bulking diaries, and this episode is just going to be about how I feel about ending my bulk, how I felt throughout it, and how my body has changed. Just a warning, I will be talking about, like body dysmorphia, calories, and stuff like that. So if that is triggering for you, please do not watch this video. Do not recommend it because bodybuilding is very intense when it comes to that sort of stuff. So yeah, if you feel very sensitive to those topics, just don't watch this video. Alrighty, so I'm going to start off with my thoughts and feelings, and then I'm just going to be talking about how my body has changed in terms of like measurements and weights after my thoughts and feelings. So I guess I just have been feeling like really sluggish. I've been feeling really gross. My body dysmorphia is just through the roof. I just feel like a giant blob. Like that is just honestly how I feel. And the sluggishness comes from not being able to move as much as I used to. So prior to bodybuilding, I was running twice a week. I was doing Pilates once a week. And I was doing my functional training. I was doing about like anywhere between 10,000 to 20,000 steps just because I loved moving my body so much. I just enjoy moving a lot. And I just enjoyed that split. I enjoyed that movement. And I still did have rest days with all of that happening as well. If my body felt like I couldn't do those 2 runs and I could only do 1, then I would only do the 1. So I was really just working with how my body felt, but still moving to feel good. And when you strip that back about like 80% and get told you can't exceed these amount of steps because we want to make sure we want to build as much much muscle as possible. And if you keep moving and you keep running as much as you were, then we're not really going to get anywhere. And to build the muscle, obviously weight has to come on, and the calories have to increase, and I really struggled with the amount of food that had to be eaten because I wasn't moving as much. And also when it comes to a clean bulk, you are eating so much food. Like the amount of food was like just making me so sick. There were days where I wasn't able to hit my caloric intake. That really was at the beginning of my bulk. Like the last 3 to 4 weeks I was able to eat and not feel like throwing up, but like the first 3 months, I was just on struggle street so much with the amount of food I had to eat. And last year, at the end of last year, I was probably the leanest I've ever been. And it was just the best I ever felt. I really loved how my body looked. I had the definition that I really wanted. But then obviously we had to increase the calories, increase fat to increase muscle. And now I can't fit into half of my gym clothes. I have spent so much money on all of these gym clothes and I can't fit into half of them. I used to wear the brightest clothes in the gym and now I wear the dullest clothes in the gym. Actually, last couple weeks I've been dabbling in my brights again. But yeah, I just can't fit into half of my gym clothes, but I just have to remember that this is really temporary. And when it comes to the prep phase, I'm gonna feel like shit for a different reason. So right now I feel like shit because I feel sluggish, I can't move as much, can't fit into my gym clothes, but I know it's going to be very, very different towards the end of this experience. So I guess to sum up those first few points, I just don't feel comfortable in my body. I don't feel like myself, but I was told at the beginning of this experience, even before this experience, get ready to be uncomfortable. And I thought I was ready, but I was not ready. I was not ready at all. But yeah, it's just crazy that I've been at this for 5 months. I have really challenged myself mentally, emotionally, physically. I've been pushing myself in the gym with lifting. So prior to this, I was doing functional training. So it was a lot of plyometric movements, a lot of power movements, a lot of body weight movements. And then we did a 180 and now I'm doing hypertrophy. So it's not really traditional. I guess a little bit of traditional strength training because you're doing those traditional moves, but with hypertrophy, you're focusing on more reps rather than low reps and higher weights. So I still feel comfortable doing hypertrophy, but I do kind of miss my functional training, but it has really pushed me and I'm really proud of myself with the, progress that I've made in the gym. And I guess it's been really nice to see, my shoulders growing, my glutes are growing, but also with these parts of my body that I like to see growing, there's other parts of my body that have grown that I haven't felt the greatest with. But, you know, it's just all a part of the process. But, you know, even though the bulk did make me uncomfortable, it did give me, you know, that extra freedom with food, being a little bit more creative, having those fun meals out, having, oh, my favorite thing to eat at the end of the day was my Biscoff hot cross bun. I was eating one of those like at almost every single night as an after dinner sweet treat. And I can't even, what's the word? So it's not like I can go to the shops when I'm deep into prep and see it and feel bad, because it's an Easter thing. So I'm not actually going to see them anymore. So now I'm just sad that I just can't have them in general because they're gone until next year. So that was probably like just the highlight of my bulk, was having a Biscoff hot cross bun. It was so good. You just microwaved it for about 20 seconds and the Biscoff inside just melted, and it was so good. And I cannot wait for next Easter to have those again. But even with those fun nights out, even like prior to this, I didn't really enjoy eating out. Like anytime I had fast food or eaten something at the pub, I just felt, it just makes my body feel gross. So I know during prep, I'm not actually going to, I guess, feel jealous of people eating out, because I just didn't enjoy it in the first place. I just prefer home cooked meals, and I'm also so happy to eat the same thing every single day. Like I've been having like the same breakfast, lunch and dinner like almost for like the last few weeks, and I just do like a little bit of changes here and there. But yeah, I'm just like such a creature of habit. So I just feel like when it comes to prep, I feel like because I'm not going to be tempted by like eating out, I'm not going to be tempted by, I don't know, I just prefer home cooked meals. I'm a creature of habit. So I feel like with that mindset and like the discipline that I have, I feel like I'm going to be okay. But you know, I'm just talking to existence right now. I don't actually know how I'm going to go. But my thoughts and feelings. So yeah, I just feel really gross and sluggish at the moment just because I can't move as much. The clean bulk is definitely harder than I expected. Did not think eating more would be an issue. I kind of do miss my old training, but I'm also really happy with the progress that I've made in the gym. I do feel really, really strong, and I'm really happy with some of the changes that have happened, but I'm definitely ready to strip back that fat and just reveal what is left behind. So I really hope that I did work hard enough and I look really great on stage, but don't know. I will not know for a few months. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about how my body has changed. So this is going to be talking about my weight and measurements. So again, if that is triggering, please make sure you exit now. So prior to starting the bulk, I was at a weight of 44.5 kilos. So that is equivalent to 98.1 pounds. I really want to reiterate, I promise you, I felt really good. I was eating quite a bit. I was eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, and about 2 snacks. And I was moving a lot. So that's, you know, what's happened. I was running a lot, functional training, Pilates, but I promise you, I was fueling my body. I promise you. So I don't want you to think that I was having unhealthy eating habits, because that is quite a low weight. I just want to acknowledge that. Finishing this bulk, I'm finishing at 51.5 kilos. So I have gained 7 kilos during this bulk. I feel like that wasn't enough. I feel like I wish I did gain a little bit more, because I'm a bit worried about how low I'm gonna have to get to be on stage. So to be on stage, I'm going to have to be the leanest I have ever been and felt. And I am really worried that my weight is going to go below than what I already had. So I am competing in September and October. It is now May. And that is a decent amount of, so it's about 5 months to chip away, I guess, that 7 kilos. And I hope I don't lose any more than 7, because I am a bit worried about my weight. So that's where I'm at. That's how I feel at the moment. I just feel like I haven't gained enough. And if I haven't gained enough, I feel like I'm just going to lose too much weight. But at the same time, I have an amazing coach. She's going to be able to fuel me correctly. And I have all of my faith in this team. I really appreciate the support that my coach has given me. So they're going to know what to do. It's very temporary, and that's just what I have to keep telling myself. This is a temporary amount of time. This is a blimp in my life. And yeah. Some highlights. One highlight. My glutes have grown so much. So much. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. It's at evykassiotes, and I post weekly updates every single week on there. And comparing my first week to week whatever it is now, week 17, 16, my glutes look so good. I have never seen my dumpy dump look that good. So that is probably my highlight. Actually, my other highlight is also my shoulders, like the shoulder caps. Prior to starting this, I was trying so hard to grow my shoulders, but I just wasn't doing the right exercises, obviously, because now my shoulders are just like another highlight. So my butt and my shoulders, I am so happy with the growth, and I am really, really excited to see what the final result is going to look like with these. And I guess seeing that grow was obviously great, but obviously, you know, with the increase of food, calories, and fat, my abs are gone, but that's so fine. That's so fine. I did work really, really hard last year from February to, I guess, before starting. So February to December, I worked really, really hard to, like, you know, have some definition in my abs. So then doing like a 180 and then doing this, it's been hard to see it go, but it's so fine. Again, just temporary. So yeah. All right, I'm just going to go through some of my measurements. So I'll say what I started off with and what I'm at now. I'm just going to be going through three different measurements. So my waist started at 60 centimeters, which is equivalent to 23 inches. And I finished off at 66 centimeters, which is equivalent to 26 inches. So with that 3-inch change, I can't fit into like some of my extra small shorts. Like, it's a really bit of a squeeze. My thighs started off at 49 centimeters, so at 19 inches, and they finished off at 55 centimeters, which is 21 inches. So a bit of another jump there. My hips started about 83 centimeters, so 32 inches, and finished off at 87 centimeters at 34 inches. But honestly, my hips are probably like the biggest inconsistency with how it was measured, because I feel like it was just getting measured differently every single week. So I don't actually know with that one, but I definitely feel the difference. And I feel like you're probably thinking, Evie, you worked so hard last year to get like your dream physique. You were enjoying your movement. Why the fuck did you decide to do this? And you know what? I still ask myself that question. Why did I want to change my training and my eating habits so drastically? And look, you guys, a few years ago, I was like, I'm never gonna fucking do that. That's an eating disorder waiting to happen. That's what my thoughts were when I thought about bodybuilding. But I was like, I just keep seeing it pop up more and more in my peripheral vision around me, like people around me in person. I go to a gym that is full of bodybuilders. Like, they have people on the wall that have won competitions that work out in the gym. And it has just been so amazing to see these people grow and to just watch them go through this journey. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like I'm going to regret this if I don't do this at least once in my life. So here we are. Here we are. My training style has changed. My eating habits have changed. My movement has changed. And at first I was like, I regret this so much. I almost quit like 2 weeks in. I'm like, I can't fucking do this. But now I have been watching people go on stage more. I have been going to shows. I have just been watching myself develop posing that I never thought I'd be able to do. And I'm actually enjoying it way more than I expected. And that's really been really great to see, because, you know, my first couple months I was struggling a lot, and now I'm like out on the other side and the sun is shining, and I just feel really, really proud of myself for sticking through this. But yeah, these next 5 months, we're going to see how we go. I know the last like 10 to 12 weeks are really going to be hard, so I'll definitely update you guys on that. And yeah, I'm really excited. I am really, really excited to step on that stage and be like, I did this. Even if I don't place, which honestly, I'm being so honest. I don't actually think I'm going to win. Like, there is no way I'm going to win. But if I do, great. But even if I get like 3rd, 4th, or 5th, I don't actually care. I just care about stepping on that stage, going so out of my comfort zone, and just showing the world I did this. Well, showing myself, like, I did this. And like, my family and friends around me are really excited. Like, they want to come watch me. So I feel like I'm going to have some great supporters behind me, like I already do. And yeah, I'm really excited. So yeah, that's it for this video. I just wanted to go through my thoughts and feelings, where I'm at now, and I'm ready to get through this prep. I'm ready. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. And you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at evykassiotes. And just make sure you stay tuned, because I will be posting prep diaries along the way. So yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are. And just remember that one bad day isn't a setback, and tomorrow can always be better. Bye.